I'm pretty sure I figured out why Bambu released the A1 Mini. If I'm right, this is big. Now, when I say big, I'm not really talking about the A1 Mini itself. You know, it's actually right there in the name, Mini. Also, speaking of big, stick around to the end because I have a little tidbit of information I want to share with you might want to know about. I really wanted to get my hands on one of these little 3D printers, the Bambu A1 Mini. Bambu agreed to send me one to check out, but that doesn't mean I can't talk about the bad along with the good, especially why I think I know what they're up to. First, though, is the obvious. Why? Why would a company that arguably changed just about everything in 3D printers just over a year ago, same company I'm pretty sure said they'd never release a bed slinger, why would they not only release a bed slinger, but one that's so much smaller than any of their other printers? At a print area of 180 millimeters cubed, I can print tons of small items, but don't go expecting to print that Mandalorian helmet unless you want to cut it up into a lot of little pieces. I actually measured it out, and the A1 Mini without the AMS is about 1/2 inch too wide to fit into my P1S. So close. Nice. But size isn't such a big deal considering the plethora of small 3D printers that sell like crazy on Amazon and other sites. So what could Bambu be up to? Setup was a breeze. I had no issues putting it all together. I was a little concerned with the Frankenstein looking cords and cables and things going to the AMS, but it all worked out just fine. There's even a little cable clip right here that helps keep it all a little more together. Which brings us to the really big thing that makes this printer stand out: 4 colors. Although if you just want a small printer and you're good with just printing one color at a time, like most other printers, the price drops significantly. $459 for a 4-color printer, that's amazing. But without the AMS or automatic material management system, the price drops to just $299, and that competes with practically every other decent bed slinger on the market.
Quick pause here. Those prices are MSRP. They typically have sales going on where you can get the AMS and A1 Mini for $349, and without the AMS system, you can get it for $199. Okay, back to the video.
So we're getting close to figuring this out. Small, 4 colors, but what about the rest? Print speed, ease of use, all of that. Well, fortunately, the guys at Bambu were able to take practically everything they had on all their other printers except the size, and they put it in this tiny little package. The A1 Mini has a max print speed of 500 millimeters a second, and the acceleration goes up to 10,000 millimeters a second squared. The build plate hits 80 degrees Celsius, and the hot end goes all the way up to 300 degrees Celsius. And all of that means that if you have a good enclosure, like the Phonotter we recently reviewed, you could even print ABS and print it fast, but nothing too big. I've had the A1 Mini now for a while, and I have to say I'm extremely impressed. Between all the expected Bambu features like auto bed leveling, vibration compensation, the camera, and so much more, they even went so far as to add a touch screen. Seriously, a touch screen. We can't get that on the P1P or the P1S, but this little thing gets a touch screen. Anyway, like I was saying, I'm very impressed. I've had very few problems with printing on it, especially since I'm already familiar with the Bambu Studio Slicer. And adding the A1 Mini to the slicer and the app, that was a breeze. Of course, my first print was the Benchy on the SD card. Turned out great, and since I decided to push it a little bit just from the very first, I did the multicolor version. I was actually very impressed by the small amount of waste that came out of it. I'm used to so much more, but then I realized it actually is just printing along the layer lines there, so not expecting that much, but it turned out great. I tried some other prints from the SD card, and this Panda really put it through the ringer. Now here's the waste I was expecting. Yikes. Well, then I decided to give something a try I'd been putting off: printing from the app. It really just makes sense for a little printer like the A1 Mini to print from the app. And it works flawlessly. Well, if you can find enough prints that you want to try out. Right now, the A1 Mini is a little lacking on Bambu's database Maker World. Fortunately, you can sort by printer type, so you're not constantly finding things you want to print just to have it not work. I would say that most prints should work on the A1 Mini, so if you want to download them or have it open in the Bambu Studio, you should be able to give it a go. Eventually, I'm sure they're going to get a lot more prints with the A1 Mini profile added. And the reason I say it makes so much sense for the app to print over the other Bambu printers is just down to its size. Honestly, I can imagine being able to grab the printer and grab the AMS, head over to a friend's house, set it up, start printing a toy or something like that. Or maybe a technician who needs to print something right there on the job, but they're not sure about the size. There's so many ideas. With a price that competes with other bed slingers and the speed and reliability of the other Bambu printers, the only really downside to this printer is one I've mentioned several times: size. The print size is way smaller than I expected from Bambu, but the capability to expand to 4 colors, along with everything else and a touchscreen, pretty much makes up for the size. One other size thing I'm not all that happy about is the overall footprint when you have the AMS attached. I did play around with it a good bit, and I found that you could put the AMS behind it with no real issues, but Bambu recommends it to be placed on its right side. Of course, your mileage may vary on this. Now here's what I think is the real reason Bambu released the A1 Mini. In my opinion, it boils down to this: they could. Think about it. This is great for the 3D printer community. They just proved to everybody out there, especially all the other 3D manufacturers, that a bed slinger can do it all. Speedy, dependable, expandable, and all at a really decent price. I have to wonder though if the size of that print bed was a factor in everything. Maybe that was the size that they needed to make it fast and dependable. Or maybe they were just testing out the market. And don't forget, the name is A1 Mini. To me, that pretty much means we should be seeing an A1 Max or something like that, right? Well, speaking of Max, this isn't official, but I have it on good authority that Bambu is working on the printer we all thought this was going to be. It's going to be a Bambu printer with a much larger build size. I don't know if it's going to be the next X1 or the next P1, but I'm ready to have a super dependable, super fast, and super large 3D printer. Just one more step to having a 3D printer in every home. Until then, keep on 3D printing.